unusual one, you think, at all? Or not just because of those kick returns,
I think it was, it's always tough when you're facing a team that's struggling a little bit 2-9. You have to go into those games just like you go into every other game. But I think we did a good job. We talked about all week against a team that has a losing record. Let's get a lead on them. And I think we did a good job of getting out there, getting a lead on them. It was a little sloppy at times. I think we could have played a lot better, but still, it was a great one for us.
Is that what you call it? You call that timeout in the first quarter? They had the ball. You had 13-0. Was that?
Well, we had the lead, but we just didn't feel like, and Coach Zaleski wanted to just talk to the defense right away, so we burned a timeout there just so he could kind of get on them a little bit and see if we could pick things up and get going.
It's not like you said, 11-1. What can you?
No, that's like I said, I just told him it was a great win. We know we can play a little bit better, and we're going to have to play better next week against Philly, but overall, it's a great win for us.
Can you talk about the way Shane really does a good job of distributing that ball?
We try to spread it out. We feel like we got 4 good receivers out on the field at all times, and they all can catch the ball real well. So Shane does a good job of getting it to each one of them. I think he was very accurate tonight. On the deep balls, they were right there. Some of the times they had pretty close coverage, and he put it right in on them. So I thought he did a good job of getting rid of the ball tonight and being very accurate.
And how about Mario Norman? He breaks up that one on 4th down.
Those were 2 big plays for us in the first half because we, whenever you have a team that, has been losing, you don't want to give them any life.
Right.
So, Mario getting the pass breakup, then getting the interception, that really helped us keep that big lead in the first half.
Do you feel like your offense is starting to click a little bit more now after scoring some big ones last week?
We really have. I think, going back to last week and this week, I don't know if we've been stopped. So that's, 15, 20 possessions, whatever it is. So we challenged them after the Pittsburgh game just because we felt, we didn't kind of hold our own, I guess you could say that, in the Pittsburgh game and had some turnovers. So we challenged the offense after that game. Hey, we got to start in the last 2 games.
That is pretty amazing in this league to go back-to-back without an interception, isn't it?
He's, because you can get, even in the Pittsburgh game, we had 2 tip balls that went right to them, so you never know what's going to happen. But Shane did a real good job tonight of finding the open guy, and like I said, his long balls were just really good.
It seems like his timing of Lewis, especially hitting him right before he hits the end zone wall, is just about perfect right now.
Yeah, and with T. Lou is our, he's our real good deep threat. He runs a real good posts and corners, and he just did a good job, and Shane put it there.
But Beavers was kind of hard to bring down tonight.
Yeah, if Finney would have tackled somebody, we would have. It's tough. We had, I think Chris Deeker was in there covering kicks. We had a couple offensive linemen covering kicks. When you start doing that, because our guys were so banged up.
That's what happened on those.
That's what happened on the last 2. We had. I think we had 2 offensive linemen. We had Chris Deeker and somebody else trying to cover kicks just to try to keep the other guys healthy. So obviously we didn't want them to return for touchdowns.
Right, but still, that wasn't our normal unit.
It wasn't we're just trying to keep guys healthy.
Speaking of getting banged up, I just thought, Goodman punched out the first onside kick, but on the last 2, he absorbed some hits, and especially on that final one. Is that what you want him to, or do you want him to go back to punching out? Or?
No, we want him to, if it's close to the wall, we always tell him to hit it out of bounds. Even if you hit out of bounds, they still might hit you. But the last one, I think he felt like he wasn't close enough to the wall, so he didn't want to take that chance that, hey, if I don't get it over the wall, they might get it. But it's tough in our league because when we put 4 guys in front of him to block their 4, but when you bring 5, and, someone's always, and that guy kicked him pretty high, kind of like Aaron does for us. So, he's the guy. Again, he's our best guy for that spot because he's so dependable, but you do worry about taking that big hit.
He got belted there on that last one.
That last one, he took a hit. That was you kind of saw that one coming. He did take a hit.
That second quarter, just it seems like you guys were able to combine the defensive and offensive plays and just kind of in quick succession. If you could talk about a few big plays that kind of turned a close game into a rout.
I think, like you said, Mario came up with the big plays on defense, and then we capitalized on offense right away both times and scored the touchdown. So, that's the biggest thing. Whenever we did that a lot early in the year, whenever we got a turnover, we always got good at capitalizing on it. Then we had that little stretch where we were struggling. We get a turnover, and we struggled a little bit. So, I think that's the biggest thing when you get that turnover. You want to keep that momentum and not to go back to.